Nostra Domine fidelibus sui sutivum veneranda solemnia, et congrua pietate suscipia, et de secua devotione perquam, per Dominum nostrum Iesum Christum Filium Tuum, qui tecum regnat in unitate Spiritus Sancti Deus, per omnia saecula saeculorum. Amen. Lectio Ioelis Prophete. Ec dicit Dominus convertimini ad me in toto corde vestro in ilionio et in petu et in planctu, et ascindite corda vestra et non vestimenta vestra, et convertimini ad Dominum Deum nostrum, quia benignus et misericordiae et patiens et multe misericordiae, et prestabilis super malitia. Quiscit si convertatur et ignoscat et erin quatros te benedictionem sacrificium et libamen Domino Deo vestro. Venite turba in Sion, sanctificate Ionium, vocate cetum, congregate populum, sanctificate Ecclesiam, qualitate senes, congregate Paulus, sugentes ovea, Egrediatus consus et cubilisu et sponsadit alamus suo. Inter vestibulum et altare probabunt sacerdotes ministri Domini dicens, pace Domine, pace populo tuo, et dives et datem tuam in probrium, ut dominantur eis nationes, quae dicunt in populis ubies Deus eo. Zelatus est Dominus terram sua, et repercit populo suo, et respondit Dominus et dicit populo suo, ecce gomitam vobis frumentum et vinum et oleum, et replevi menieis, et non dabovos ultra probrium incantibus, dicit Dominus omnipotent. Dominus vobiscum,
et conspectorum,
sequentia Sancti Evangelii secundum Matteum.
gloria Tebe, Domine.
Degni lo tempore dicit Iesus discipulis suis, cum ionatis merite fieris sicuti copicte tristes, exterminante divin facies suas, ut apparantur minibus iunantes, amen cico vobis, quia recipiam mercem suam. Tuatem cum ienas ungi caputum, et faciem tuam lava, evideais omnibus iunantes, sed patri tuo qui absconditur, et patri pater tuus qui ridet in absconditur, redeltivi. Leyte tesaos anelobis tesaos tetea. Ubi erigo et utinia de muito. Et ubi foes folium telefon. Tesaos atea tempobis tesaos in cielo. Ubi neque ogo necotinia demolitur. Et ubi foes non effluvium nefontur. Ubi animes tesaos tuos. Ibi est le corps, ibi est le corps.
Reading from the Holy Gospel according to St. Matthew. At the time Jesus said to his disciples, when you fast, do not be like hypocrites, sad. They exterminate their faces in order to appear before men as fasting. Amen, I say to you, they have received their reward already. But thou, when thou fast, anoint thy head, and wash thy face, lest thy being seen by men as fasting, but be seen only by thy Father who is hidden. And thy Father who sees from the hidden place shall render it to you. Do not accumulate to yourself treasures on earth, where rust and worm demolish everything, and where the thieves come and take away everything. But accumulate to yourself treasures in the heavens, where neither the rust nor the worms are demolishing, nor the thieves can steal anything. Where indeed is thy treasure, there is thy heart. Name of Father, the Son, and Holy Ghost, amen. My dear friend, this year is kind of a crazy year. Easter falls on April the 1st, All Fool's Days, and the Ash Wednesday falls on St. Valentine's. Now, today's St. Valentine's got nothing to do with St. Valentine, the martyr. And we have a choice to do today, whether we're going to follow what everybody else is following, follow the ways of the church, follow the false notion of love. False love is epitomized today by all this Valentine-ish stuff that comes from abroad. It was not the custom here in the Philippines in the past. So we have a choice to make, whether we are going to follow reality, what we are, that we are dust, and unless we obtain the true love of God, all this false love by which the world of today is deceiving itself, all this false love is going to be turned into ash, into dust. It comes to nothing sooner than you think. Sooner than you think. You see, the false love ends into divorce. It ends into accidents. It ends into AIDS. It ends into infighting. I saw that in Camiguin a few months ago. There was a lady, it was a modern lady. She had only 2 children. Typical, like everybody else is doing. Now, her first daughter died in an accident. And then, a few months later, the second daughter caught pneumonia, and they didn't know how to treat it in the local hospital. And they did not send her to the main hospital of Camiguin. And I saw it with my eyes. I saw it with my eyes. That daughter of her died in that hospital, and it was too late to do anything for her. And the lady was yelling and crying and everything, because her love had turned into ashes. Modern families end up into nothing. We see that in the West. In the West, people in the West are messed up. If they don't turn into ash right away, they fall into depression. All the Westerners today are falling into depression. They are saying now that the young age bracket, those who are 20 years of age now, have 50% chances to fall into depression, which is a serious disease, which makes you suicidal, which makes you very unhappy on the face of the earth. That's where all this Valentine, lovey-dovey, emotional stuff is leading you to. Of course, there has to be sometimes emotions of love, like the beginning of a marriage, but these are emotions. This is not the goal. Our goal is to find what true love is, what divine love is. That's our goal. And it cannot be done unless we escape from this prison of our body. Our body is a body of death, says St. Paul. So we have to find this true love of God and what it consists in. And it's a very demanding love. It demands us that we come out of ourselves and we deny ourselves in order to find and taste what the love of God is. That's why I urge you to observe the 40 days of fasting of the Catholic Church. Our forefathers used to fast 40 days, and they used not to touch any meat for 40 days. So yesterday was the Carnival. Carnival, in Latin, means to say goodbye to meat. They will not touch meat until Easter for 40 days. Not only that, they would abstain for 40 days, but they would also fast for 40 days. And so that's why they had this fiesta, or the Carnival, where they would finish all the leftovers of meat. Because after that, they could not eat any meat. So it's a sign that they were not only abstaining from meat, but they were also fasting every day until Easter. And during Holy Week, most of them would fast on bread and water for 5 days. And so it was real. They had a real sense of divine love. And that's why it was very easy for all of them to accept the rules of marriage. It was very easy. Because they were already very generous. They were doing penance for their sins. Now all these notions are lost. And that's why it's very hard for us to recover the good habits of our ancestors. The good habits, the good Christian habits of the Catholic Church. But be generous, and the more you introduce yourself again in those practices, the more you will get a taste of the things of God, the taste of true prayer, true divine love. And be realistic, because what you are is ash. This is no lie. The priest has placed ash on your forehead simply for you to remember what you are. We are not deceiving you, we are not lying to you, we are just telling you the truth. So it's better today to remember that you are ashes than to remember that you are Valentine. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost.
Dominus vobiscum. Oremus.
Attende Domine, et miseres, quia peccavemus. Attende Domine, et serere, via peccavimus tibi. A te rispondi, o mio Redemptor, o todos nostros obligamus mente, exaudi Christe, supplicato Christus. Attende Domine, et miserere, via peccavimus tibi.
Omnia saecula saeculorum.
Amen.
Dominus vobiscum.
Et con spiritu tuum.
Sursum corda.
Abemus ad Dominum.
Gratia sagiamus Domino Deo nostro. Regime giustamente come le salutare. Nostri semper tubique gratia sage. Domine sancti Pater omnipotens eterne Deus. Per qui corpore unio vitia communis. Mente melas. Per tutem largere serpeniam. Per Christum Dominum nostrum. Per quem majestatem tuam laudum tangere, ad om dominationes, tremunt potestates, celicerumque virtutes ad beata Serafim, socia exultatione concedebant, cum quibus et nostras voces sudamnicibeas de peccamus, supplici confessione dicentes. omnia saecula saeculorum.
Amen.
Oremus praecepi salutaibus moniti, et divina insoucione formati, audemus ipse. Pater noster, qui es in celi, sanctificetur nomen tuum. Adveniat regnum tuum, fiat voluntas tua, sicut in cielo et in terra. Panem nostrum quotidianum da nobis hodie, et redimite nobis debita nostra, sicut et nos dimitimus spiritoibus nostris, et ne nos inducas in tentationes,
sed libera nos a malo.
omnia saecula saeculorum.
Amen.
Pax Domini sit semper vobiscum.
Et con spiritu tuo. Adios te, Creatoribus pecata mundi, Adios
Siat res multans Deus missis spaghettis vestris perpetuus vitam aeternam.
Amen.
Indulgentiam subsinem et consumem peccatorum nostrum, libera nobis omnipotens misericors nobis.
Amen.
Et scemus Dei, cimitere peccatum, Domine non sumtinius tintras lutuim, sit tantum verbum sinabituae mea. Domine non sumtinius tintras lutuim, sit tantum verbum sinabituae mea. Domine non sumtinius tintras lutuim, sit tantum verbum sinabituae mea. Reveam Domine sacramenta subsidium, ut tibi gratas in nostra ionia et nobis propitiant admederam, per Dominum nostrum Iesum Christum Filium Tuum, qui te comiat in unidad Spiritus Sancti Deus, per omnia saecula saeculorum.
Amen.
Oemus, omnia te capita vestra Deo, inclinantes Domine Majestatitu propitiatus intende, ut cui divino munere sunt reflecti celestibus semper nutreantur auxiliis, per Dominum nostrum Iesum Christum Filium Tuum, qui te comiat in unidad Spiritus Sancti Deus, per omnia saecula saeculorum. Dominus vobiscum,
Et cum spiritu tuum,
ite Pater, Filius et Spiritus Sanctus. Dominus vobiscum. Etium Sancti Evangelii Ioannem. Principio erat verbum et verbum erat Deum et Deus erat verbum. Erat in principio Deum omnia per subverta sunt et sine subverta est nihil perfectus. In ipso vitae erat et vitae erat ipsum Dominus in tenebris sucem. Et tenebrae erat non comprehende. Et omnis Deo cum generationes Eganim testimonium per evedem neotum nescadeam per. Non erat in testimonium per evedem. Erat vis via culminatum in nobilitum. In mundo erat in mundus per superficies monsinum. In propriavi in sumum recipe. Et tautem recipe ontium diritis principiantius diritia. Isu perentum meus exsanguinus nebus invitatis nebus ontiris extremitis. Et verbum claudius. Et avitatis nobis epitimus gloriam quasi nucentia Patri. Deum gratia.
in a hands of you. Magkimaya ka Maria, napuno ka sa grasya, ang Ginoo mana kanimo. Bulahan ka sa mga babaeng tanan, at bulahan ang bunga sa tiyan mo nga sa Jesus.
Santa Maria, Ina sa Diyos, ako kami makasalanan. Karon sa oras sa aming pagkain.
Aniya ang ulipon sa Ginoo.
Kumantaw din na kasamalat sa iyong puno.
Maghimaya ka Maria, napuno ka sa grasya, ang Ginoo mana kanimo. Bulahan ka sa mga babaeng tanan, at bulahan ang bunga sa tiyan mo nga sa Jesus.
Santa Maria, Ina sa Diyos, ako kami makasalanan. Karon sa oras sa aming pagkain.
Ugang pulong na himong tao.
Kumikuyo siya balikan.
Maghimaya ka Maria, napuno ka sa grasya, Ginoo mana kanimo. Bulahan ka sa mga babaeng tanan, at bulahan ang bunga sa tiyan mo nga sa Jesus.
Santa Maria, Ina sa Diyos, ako kami makasalanan. Karon sa oras sa aming pagkain.
Iyang pumagani Santa Maria, Ina sa Diyos.
Kami nakapasukan sa
Magampo kita, ang grasya mo na umuyo kami Ginoo, ibuko sa among mga kanan, aron na kami ipinahagi sa pagpanggulo sa angel, masayon sa pagkatayo ni Kristo iyong anak, tunod siyang kasakit kamatayon sa krus, alilangat ko sa iyang kay mayang pagabanhaw, kiniyang kipanayo pinahagi ni Kristo nga among Ginoo. Amen. Himaya sa mahalog sa anak ug sa Espiritu Santo. Himaya sa mahalog sa anak ug sa Espiritu Santo. Himaya sa mahalog sa anak ug sa Espiritu Santo. Sa ngalan sa mahalog sa anak ug sa Espiritu Santo. Amen.